got some coke in my bourbon, surfing a room like Swayze. No, I ain't drunk, I'm amazing. Yeah, I got that way back in my swagger. X factor, feeling no pain. I'm at the top of my game. Darling, you can't crash my party with your sorries and what always. Don't start raining on my Mardi Gras parade for a minute. I ain't even fixing to listen to you guilt tripping. You're forgetting, girl, you made your bed and didn't want me in it. Whoa, girl, simmer on down a notch. Ain't nobody making you watch. Me get my focus, you on. No, girl.
Yeah, we're going live, but we really like this song. So let us know if you know this song. This boy's hot too.
You broke up with me. Yeah, what can I say, babe? You broke up with me.
They said we were gonna score this one, so here we go.
Guess you don't know what you want till you see I'm moving on. Making lonely look like freedom, baby. Don't even act like I'm
We're just gonna wait till people pop on.
if my song comes on and I get
And I
lost
like
on
this
that
song,
dance
so.
floor. Somebody's arms that ain't yours. You can't crash my party with your sorries and what always. Don't be raining on my Mardi Gras parade for a minute. I ain't even fixing to listen to your guilt tripping. You're forgetting, girl, you made your bed and didn't want me in it. Simmer on down a notch. Ain't nobody making you watch. Me get my focus, you on. No, can't touch my good as gold. I know it's difficult to see me on the road. But hey, you broke up with me. Yeah, what can I say, babe? You broke up with me.
Never.
For real, babe.
No, we're not. No,
I'm trying to
it's
rub
not
it in
allowed.
your face. I'm just breaking off a little cold hard truth. And here's what it is, girl. You did what you did, girl. I'm just doing what a bachelor do. You can't crash my party with your sorries and what always. Don't be raining on my Mardi Gras parade for a minute. I ain't even fixing to listen to your guilt tripping. You're forgetting who you made your bed and didn't want me in it. Whoa, girl, simmer on down a notch. Ain't nobody making you watch. Me get my focus, you on. No, girl, can't touch my good as
Oh,
gold.
I don't know if we're gonna get copyrighted for like.
You know, that's an excellent point. Okay, so we're gonna get started about 10 minutes early, and we have this lineup. But before we get started, I have a surprise.
Okay.
Okay, so we've been talking about your word for 2018 since we started. Right? Mm-hmm. So, because Leslie is a little extra, what is your word?
What the what?
What? These came in today. I was so excited
You're
that
so
we
stinky
got-
cute.
that we got our word.
You are awesome.
Right?
Oh man.
So, we get to wear our word
Determined.
on our wrist and never forget. That's going to be hard to get over that.
I ain't wearing it on that one, yo.
I know.
Not today.
Fine.
I mean, you could switch it later, alligator.
So, and then we just tighten it, but either way.
True.
I should
I
just...
want to. Do I want to see my word? I want to see my word. Sweetles, you rock on, sister.
Those are our words.
I am determined.
And we got our tattoos today, too.
Bing.
Look at that.
Aren't they cute?
Ting. So,
Mine is pink.
and because she likes rosé.
Rosé.
But if you don't like rosé, you can always get Cabernet.
See? Rosé.
And red.
Because I've had a shitty day.
Well, we got our word on our wrist.
These are so cool.
Right? Huh. So, get your word. And I
And
guess we got it from myintent.org. Little shout out to that's where I got it. And they came with these little cute little bags, and they are handcrafted. Ours were handcrafted by Elena.
Elena. I was
Thank
wondering
you,
why
Ella.
it said Elena. I'm like,
Thank you, Elena.
awesome.
So, yeah.
thanks, myintent.org. I
Yes.
mean, since it's an org, does it like have a charity
I'm
that it's
not-
associated
I'm
with?
not sure. So,
I'll have to look them up.
either way, I thought that would be fun.
Yeah, thanks.
You're
welcome.
So,
I'll give you a real hug, but I've already hit my tattoo like 4 times
I know.
today.
So we got our tattoos today. It was Tinder, and we did
Ooh,
go
this
live.
top spot right here.
That little flip on the top of it spilling out was the most tender part. Just that tiny little piece right there as he fit, just like.
Dug it in there.
And I didn't get Meredith's reaction to that, but I believe it was fuck.
Yeah, pretty sure that's
And
what it was.
She got mine. I didn't react too bad. I was kind of anticipating it, but
Yeah,
I made some fun faces for fun.
For the sake of it.
For fun.
Yeah.
But really, it was tender. It wasn't as tender as I thought it was going to be in that spot.
Yeah.
Because it is a really sensitive area, but it
That's how it is.
really wasn't that bad.
You just get the screen back. 'Cause you can't see
Oh.
doesn't
Hey.
Whoa there.
Jeez Louise.
Our production assistant is like coming
Messing
in
with
here
our
and
camera.
wrecking stuff. Like a wrecking
So-
ball. Huh?
Okay, we're not going to see that either.
We're not gonna.
Is it on this?
It's
live?
leaning against it.
It's not live, it's a video. It's just recording. So, thank you. Okay, so hope you all can see us better.
It's Wine Wednesday. I did really good. Went out with you last night just for a quick hookup, I guess.
No.
not
Not a
really.
hookup.
Not that, but
We went with a bunch of females. We went out for sushi first, and then we all
I did not go
had,
for sushi.
and then we all had our bar time.
right. But I
had
had
some
a
really
salad
cheap, shitty
and
wine.
water.
I had some really cheap, shitty wine. So I woke up with a headache this morning. I only had three smaller glasses of wine and woke up with a headache. That just goes to show, like, you need to drink good wine if you're going to drink wine.
And speaking of bars, I'm just gonna wreck it. I just thought about that. If I tell them what my bar name is.
Well, we don't need to tell them what it is, but
Okay.
that you have one.
So I have a bar name. I've had a bar name for probably, what did I say, 17 years now? 17 to 20 years. And it's been the same. And so the guy is taking my order yesterday, and he's like, and what's your name? And I was like, real name, bar name, real name, bar name, real name.
Literally, it was just for a fucking salad.
I,
She could, you can use
I'm in a bar,
You can use
though.
your real name. But if somebody sat down next to her and asked her name and they already heard her say her name to the bartender, then she's screwed.
Right, and so I did actually ask, hey, did you give my salad to
Another no-name
another
person?
no-name person in the bar?
So
He said
the
yes.
story, like, I've never really had a bar name, but we were all out when one of our first mom's nights out, and somebody sat down and started asking all of our names around the table, and I'm like, why are you guys giving this person we barely know your real information?
Right?
So I gave him like 3 different names throughout the night.
He didn't notice.
He didn't. And he got really offended that I knew his name and I remembered it, but I kept calling him
I
kept calling
don't
him Alan.
know what his
and
name was.
His name was Kenny,
Oh.
I think. But I kept calling him Alan just because he was like, well, it's easy for you guys to remember my name. I'm not going to remember any of yours. So I had to just play fair and nope, can't remember yours either. So that it is what it is.
So do you
Either-
guys have a bar name?
So we talked about the no touchy thing last week a little bit because everybody nominated me to go dance with this guy that he was buying us drinks, but he was old and weird
90.
and wanted to dance, and I was like, okay, I just have one rule. No touchy. And that was like the theme all night long. No touchy. I slapped his hand away from everybody else. So we have the no touchy shirt.
That is so funny.
Right?
think
I love
it's
it.
hilarious.
I love it. I'm wearing it to our
Amazon?
next mom's night.
Amazon, right?
Yeah, or something like that. I don't know. I've been ordering a lot of stuff like off of Facebook and Instagram. Oh, that's cute.
Oh.
Shop now. So, either way. So, do you guys have a bar name? You can share it with us. We won't share it with anybody else. Or
you
just
can
raise your
say
hand that
yes.
yes, I have a bar name or a fake name that I use when I'm out.
Yeah. I
So
do.
let us know, because it can't be just us, right?
No.
I told him I graduated in 1976. I hadn't even been born in 1976. And he believed me. So, you know, it works.
So what does that say though? Does
It's-
that
and
say
it's-
that you look
I
really good for your
understand-
age?
I look fantastic for my age. And so it's not like, you know, it's not about the lying. It's just more about self-preservation at that point. You don't need somebody
Because
to know your information if you don't.
I
want to hang out
did
with
get
them.
called out by my friend who I've known for years when we were at the bar. This strange guy who doesn't even live in town, so he doesn't even know anybody. I said, "Hi, my name is blah blah blah," and she said, "That's not your name." I'm like,
Okay, that
what
is
the what?
BFF.
I'm like, I
rules
can't talk to you
broken.
anymore.
That is rules broken. That you
Rude.
squashed that friendship right there.
Holly was there. that
Holly
night.
was there,
Holly was there.
but she didn't crush it, right?
No, it wasn't Holly.
Good job.
It was our other friend
Who shall
whose
remain
name
nameless?
starts with or rhymes with airy.
What is this?
I like it. It's great.
I still love you though.
I do still love you. But that was just wrong.
It's a mess today.
Dude.
So, yeah. Anyway, it's a mess. So, I'm kind of looking forward to daylight savings.
I'm so looking forward to daylight savings time. Holy
It's like my favorite
guacamole.
holiday.
It is because
We should have a party
yeah,
at 8 o'clock at night because it'll still be light out. That's
yes. And I love daylight savings time because then I can feed the horses later and it's not in the dark.
us too. And do you know, like, you can do, my kids love it because we can do chores longer and later. Because, I mean, you kind of, everything just kind of shuts down when it gets dark. Like, it used to be,
It's
like,
stupid
it's a
that it gets
time
dark
thing.
at 4:30.
Yeah, they get home from school and it's like, done. The day's gone now.
Right, and you're eating dinner
So.
at 4:30 because it's dark.
I am going to have blackout curtains, though. I have to be in bed, so, or like tomorrow I have to be at work at 3. So I have to get up at like 1:30, somewhere in there. How,
you should
if
be in
it's
bed
at
now.
9 o'clock, you know, at 8 or, I mean, even at 9 o'clock it's going to be bright out. So going to bed at 6, 7, how am I going to get any sleep?
Sleep mask. Give you a sleep mask.
Yeah, maybe. I can just go get blackout curtains for my room.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to do that soon, like in the next couple weeks, right? So.
Like tomorrow.
Yeah. So, anywho, who's that? Kishan.
Yeah.
All right. So, yeah. Who else is looking forward to daylight savings? Because it's like my favorite time of year.
When it is like still light outside at 9 o'clock and that's amazing because we used to do like beach nights
Yeah. Warm summer nights at the
And-
river or
yeah.
on the beach.
and it's like 9 o'clock and past your kids' bedtime, but you're still hanging out at the beach
Yeah. Bonfire,
Mhm.
roasted marshmallows.
on a weekday.
She's never up at 9 o'clock at night on a weekday. I don't know
Not
what she's
anymore.
talking about.
Not anymore. No.
Um.
I get up too early for that. Grandma gotta go to bed.
Yeah. So I'm thinking about redecorating a little bit, and I'm kind of lost.
I'm lost too because I want to redo my whole entire room, and it's hard to explain to Tony what I want because I can vision it myself. I really want someone else to do it, but I want like a boho vibe, like not oceany. Well, kind of oceany, but like I don't know.
We're
I
looking
can-
for ideas.
I can picture it.
I go through one little space or one room at a time. I did the kids' rooms when we moved in. Like, their space is, like, done. I have furniture in my room. I got furniture in my room, but that's about it.
right.
I haven't repainted or, I mean, I did a couple of little things, but everything is in the house is basically the way it was left when we moved in.
Right.
So I'm trying to go through. I kind of want to do like a horsey barn type theme, but I also want it modern and elegant. So I'm having a hard time. Any ideas? Let us know. Home decor favorites, people.
I want to be on a show where they just redo your whole entire house for you.
This house would be perfect on a show.
I
They
have
could
a-
do so much
I have
in
a
this
high
house.
school friend who was on a remodel show. They did amazing stuff.
They could do so much with this house. It would be fun.
Yeah, that would
It would
be
be fun.
amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would just like somebody to come in and hang up all my family photos that I want hung up.
Dude,
I
I
have no
haven't
motivation
hung
to do
up
it.
a picture, a family picture in our house. Not one.
I feel like I have more pictures of our animals up than I have of people.
Oh, for sure. For sure. Especially if it has to be hung.
Yeah.
I mean, I have some that are like in the frame standing,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
not too much.
So I've been having these I've always had this issue with the kids and getting on the phone to talk to people.
Kids don't know how to talk on the phone. They're awkward.
What is up with that? Like they can text all day long and they're confident and they just I can say whatever. You get on the phone. What do you want me to say? I don't know. Fucking hello. My name is.
Hi.
My
Hi.
name is. Hey. My name is. Hey. My name is.
Or just, hi.
Wicka, wicka, Slim Shady. Come on.
Your
Seriously
name is not
though.
Slim Shady.
But seriously, does anybody else have that problem? Your kids could get on, text anybody, but for some reason, they can't have a fucking phone conversation with even a friend.
No, it's awkward. It has to be just text.
It's
and I feel like
With their own parents. Or, what?
I feel like
Do
a
you need
lot of
something?
stuff gets lost in translation
Man.
when it comes
You
to
should've seen my
texting.
First time Vanessa had to do some calls by herself, calling a college. She's like,
hi.
and tried to hand me the phone. And I'm like, no, grown up now, college.
Right. I'm
you
like, hey,
have to.
Haley, can you call and cancel a reservation? And she's like, I don't want to talk on the phone.
But Abby did it.
Yeah. And she was like, I'd like to cancel a reservation for Meredith.
But yeah, so. Oh, you know what's funny about texting for me is because we have smartphones, right? So our smartphones should just fucking automatically be able to read my mind and know exactly who I want to text. I have this really bad habit of picking up my phone.
You did this
and
to me the other day.
I did, and just texting. Send. And
And
then I
I
get this whole like, did you mean to text me? And I'm like, no, Meredith, I did not need to ask you where the jumper cables were.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know where your jumper cables are.
And then I had texted.
Mom, someone's here in a wet van.
Then I texted.
Go find out who it
It's
is.
your ride.
What?
Go find out who it
It's your
is.
ride. And then I see social skills. And then I texted somebody. Oh, I'll be down or dinner's in a half an hour. My mom was like, I'm still in Fresno. I could be there in about 8 hours, but don't think I'll make it for dinner.
Okay, I am guilty of voice texting or voice, like, using the voice command to type or text. And so, Tony was
go
with
check
his
this out
brother,
for a
yeah.
second.
Tony was with his brother dirt bike riding somewhere. And so I text my sister-in-law and I said, hey, have you heard from Brad? Tony's phone is dead. And it literally texted, hey, have you heard from Brad? Tanya's dead. Like, I don't even know Tanya, but I'm sorry that she's dead. What the? So wrong. It was so wrong.
It's
Who's
next.
Oh.
It was
It's a
just-
white
it
van.
was
A
just-
white van just pulled up.
It was just FedEx. It didn't have a logo on it though.
It didn't?
Nope.
Oh.
It's like UPS. You know how sometimes they'll rent a car. Or
I was gonna say, and it said FedEx across
But mom, stress, anxiety.
Yeah, so voice text doesn't always work for me, and I forget to read it afterwards.
just send it.
And Tanya is dead.
I texted somebody, the dick will be done in a half an hour. And she texted me back, LMAO, what? And I'm like, duck. We're having duck for dinner. Duck for dinner. But the dick will be ready in 20 minutes. Just put the dick in the oven. So.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, voice stuff is.
It's tricky. You have to actually read after.
You gotta edit your stuff. You gotta
And-
proofread.
I have swipe text on my phone. So I just swipe and it kind of guesses what I
you're
want to say. So sometimes it just.
Hey, and if someone texts you, we just learned this term. Don't leave them on red. Do you even know what that means? On red, like heated, like fired up, like what?
What do you mean he
And
left
they're
you
like-
on red? On red.
Like read, not
Red.
like READ, red.
Right.
So
red.
that
He
just
left
shows
me on red. He read it and
he
you can
read
tell
it.
that
It
you
showed
read it.
red at 6:07, but never responded. That is some bullshit, and don't leave a girl on,
On
red.
red.
Okay? Because they get fucking fiery. They get red.
They get fired up and red.
They'll leave you on red the next time. I'm telling you. You want to be left on red, that's one way to do it.
Yeah.
Dude, so that's our little saying, too.
Yeah.
Even if it has nothing to do with being red.
He left me on red.
He left me on red. Who?
I don't know.
But I'm pissed.
Okay, what is the one thing that you hate doing as someone who has to feed your children?
Grocery store.
I hate grocery shopping. I hate it. I don't even like shopping and trying on clothes. I don't think it's fun. I don't like it.
I fucking hate the grocery store from driving to the grocery store and thinking about what the fuck I'm gonna have to deal with.
Because I always forget that one thing that I actually went into the grocery store to get.
You know what I forget the most is the list that I needed to go to the grocery store.
See, I've learned, I just put it on my phone and I
Yeah.
voice text
I
it. So
usually even
sometimes
have
I'm like,
to have
what
the kids
the
text
hell
me a
was
picture
that?
of it. Can you text me? I have to call them, but then they're awkward on the phone, so I just text them. Can you text me a picture? I don't understand. You know what? I'll just text you. Hold on. Can
Never
you
mind.
text me a photo of the
List.
list? But I mean, even dealing with finding a parking spot, you're like,
The line, I don't know about you guys, but we have Safeway. No one goes to Ray's Food Place. Ever. Because they're expensive and it's like they only hire,
I don't know, equal opportunity and all.
I don't know. I'm just going to stop there.
So,
But we just got a grocery outlet, which is a big freaking deal.
I haven't been there. Have you been there?
I have been there.
Do you like it? I haven't been in there.
It's okay. I mean, it's like, it's random what you're going to get. Because they don't always have the same thing all the time. So it's hit or miss.
Right. So we have a Ray's, we have a Safeway, we have a Eureka Natural Foods, and we have a grocery outlet. Overkill. Way too much. And then they just built an AutoZone right next door to O'Reilly's Auto Parts.
Right, that was silly. I mean, couldn't
Guys,
you
it
put
just
like
doesn't make
grocery
sense.
outlet and then?
So fine. We're in the grocery store. We obviously have to fucking do this shit. And then anxiety sets in.
The lines are so fucking long.
Yeah, but actually even getting the food into my fucking cart, I'm like, well, I kind of like this, but will the kids like it? Will they eat it? Is it just going to go bad in my fridge? Like, oh my gosh, is their other parent going to approve of this diet plan or this meal plan for the week? Like, is everybody going to enjoy this product? Okay, I'll just 50-50, just throw it in there. And then you go through this whole thing, and then you look and you're like, I don't even need half this shit.
Yeah, like
Let's
I go in for
but
one
then you're
thing
like, well, I'm
and
not
I
gonna
have
go
like,
fucking put it back because it was stressful enough getting it in the cart. Then you get in line and you're like, I gotta unload this fucking cart. Wait for, hopefully, a decent paced cashier
Okay, yeah.
for them to put all your shit in a bag to
I
load
have
it back in
people
the fucking cart.
I have
to
people I avoid.
put it in the cart, take it out of the cart, put it in your car, then go home, take it out of your car, put it on your counter, unload it from the fucking bags, throw the bags away, and then try to put all the shit organized like into the cabinet or the refrigerator.
Okay, so we're in California and there are no plastic bags, like for the grocery store. It's paper,
But we
Or
burn fires, so we burn ours for
reusable.
starters.
bags.
Paper bags.
I bring my bags.
I have you.
When
I have reused ones. I forget.
When
to.
I remember to actually take them out of the car and into the grocery store. But I will say that if I don't have too much stuff, I'll just be like, just pack it in and I'll just repack it and then I'll unpack it again.
I think the funnest thing, and is Jim Gaffigan who made this joke on stage, is when you buy trash bags. I think it's the most ridiculous thing in the fucking world. You grab trash bags.
Mm-hmm.
You check them out. You put them into the grocery bag. And then you get home. You take them out of the grocery bag. And then you put the grocery bag into the trash bag. It's this vicious fucking cycle. It drives me crazy. But
I'm a plastic Nazi, so I try not to use plastic straws or spoons or forks or...
All of my grocery trips are this last minute decision.
Yeah.
So I always forget my reusable bags. But I use paper bags, and I use them as fire starters into my fireplace.
See, or at least you're reusing it.
Using it for something, but...
I use the paper bags during Christmas for sure, because I have a whole, like a puncher, a tag puncher. Mm-hmm. Tag punch.
Yeah.
Name tags.
Okay, what is your worst chore, aside from...
Cleaning the toilets or whatever.
We won't even talk about laundry today.
You did a lot of laundry?
Dude, laundry just doesn't fucking stop.
Dude, and the laundry fairy just doesn't put my clothes away.
Have you seen that new
I just want a
washing
laundry
machine that folds your clothes?
Shut the fuck up.
It washes and dries your clothes and folds them.
I don't mind folding them, but they will sit somewhere folded and I won't put them away.
Who else likes to get that big, huge load of clean laundry that just sits in this huge pile on your bed, and then it ends up on your floor on a blanket because you got to go to bed and you don't want to put the laundry away.
Because I'm so short that I can't even kick off the clothes on my bed.
So then it ends up on a couch or a chair or your treadmill.
Or back into the laundry basket. And you're like, I don't know if they're dirty or clean.
Oh man, and that's another shit show in itself.
Stop
throwing your wet towels on the clean clothes.
See, you're too nice to your kids. I make my own kids do their own laundry. I don't even do Tony's laundry. I do my laundry, and that is it. Because the laundry fairy doesn't want to even put shit away. So why am I going to do that to everybody else?
Yeah.
The 10-year-old does her own laundry. The 17-year-olds do their own laundry. And Tony does his own nasty laundry because he's dirty. And I will throw my dirty barn pants in with him. And I'll be like, oh, you got skinny. Look at those skinny pants.
And short.
And short. Skinny and short. You just dropped like... Because I'm only 5 foot and he's like 6'1". So...
Wow. I don't know though, like... Could you have seen yourself dating somebody shorter?
No, I don't like
even
shorter
just
people.
a little bit taller, just a tiny bit taller than you.
No, I need to feel safe. My little human body needs to feel
I think there would be a
safe.
problem if I can overpower the person I'm with.
Right?
I don't know, but I guess that's
I like to think that I could kick his ass, but
I'm sure you could. You're just a little shit. Short people are mean.
We are mean. It's like the short dog syndrome.
Tell her she's tall. She's got a big personality.
Ding, ding, ding.
But yeah, I mean, tall.
I like tall guys.
Yeah.
I haven't dated very many short people. Short guys.
I haven't dated very many people, but I do remember one time in high school, I kind of, you kind of wrestle around with the person you're all flirting with. I literally threw this guy over my couch.
Next!
And I was like, he gone. And
your mom's like,
Leslie! I lost so much interest. That
was a life lesson right there.
It totally was. And I don't know if I just feel like I have big features anyway. So if I'm like over someone, I still like to feel a little dainty sometimes.
You don't have big features, but I know what you mean. Like, I can't have someone shorter than me.
Not shorter. Or weaker.
No.
I mean, I'm not weak. but I don't want somebody weaker than me.
You have to be able to lift a 100-pound bale of hay out of the truck.
You have to be able to carry me on your shoulders without getting winded.
Yeah. Up the stairs.
Both ways.
In the snow.
Endurance, people, endurance.
Yeah.
But either way, I don't know. That was kind of off topic. I
It
don't
was,
know.
that's how we roll.
Either way.
Either way. So,
You guys like our tattoos? Let us know what you think.
have you guys seen this wine before? This is what I'm drinking. Bam. I like it because the bottom's a pretty rose. This is actually one of my water bottles at work. I just took it home to wash it, but
The cork is glass.
and the cork is glass, and it's harder than a motherfucker to get off, though. Ah,
She keeps forgetting she has a tattoo.
I do. It hurts. It's glass. I'm just gonna leave that off.
I have an empty one in the kitchen, and then when you're finished with that one, I'll have another empty one. No point throwing it away. You can reuse it. You
I
can put it in
do.
the dishwasher.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. That really freaking hurt.
And she literally yelled "fuck." I was messing with the tattoo guy a couple of times though. Your friend's calling, Joe. Joe. All right, I'll hang up on him. But he, I'm sitting there watching you get ready, and she's sitting there. He hasn't even turned to face her, but I hear people walking up and down the hall. So I
Uh-oh.
shout, "Ow!"
And he's like,
He's like, "Oh my!" He laughed. He had a good
He did
sense of
laugh.
humor, but it was funny. And then even before he got started with me, I'm like, "Ow! Ow! 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 Ow!" And he hadn't even touched my hand yet. He just cleaned it. And but it was pretty
and
comical.
I have his email address and his phone number now.
Did Tyson come over?
No, you're sick.
And it's school tomorrow. No.
My mom said no.
Both of your moms said no.
And
Tyson.
friends on a school night, I don't have it. Especially, John is really sick. Seriously.
Did you take him?
I did this. He was like half asleep playing a video game. So we went and did this. This took us like a half an hour. If that. It took 10 minutes per tattoo, right? So
Yeah.
then I get home and he's just miserable. And I'm just kind of hanging out, getting some laundry done. I really think I need to take him to get a flu swab.
Well, I mean, okay, so if he
I'm
has
a little
the
stressed
flu,
out. Like, he's not going to be able to go to school again tomorrow. And I have nobody at home here.
I can come up here and
for
check on
tomorrow.
him
I
lunch.
might need you to, because, well, I need to get him in to get
Okay,
a flu swab, so
why?
I need to figure it out.
Why though?
I don't know.
Because they're gonna say, "Hey, he has the flu."
Yeah, but then he can get a doctor's note that he has the flu, and I can say he's been to the doctor to get out of school, because tomorrow will be 4
days. I'm sure that they
But he's
know,
been sick since
though.
Friday.
I mean,
He came
everybody's
home
had
sick
the
Friday.
flu,
He's been sick since Friday. A lot of people are out of school right now.
right? Because everybody has the flu.
Yeah. Either way, so I forgot where I was going with all this.
I don't know where you were going, but I get super stressed out. I hope Abby doesn't get the flu. Because I always get really big anxiety when she gets sick. He
if
sounds
you guys
like
couldn't hear
ass.
that.
Yeah, he does sound like ass. I get really big
Just in case you guys wanted
anxiety.
to know what ass sounded like.
That is what it sounds like. I get a lot of anxiety when Abby gets sick just because I don't know if it's going to and she gets high fevers, I don't know if it's going to trigger a seizure for her or not.
Yeah. Well, Zipporah gets sick. Baby
She's
girl
this
cannot
big.
get sick.
She's sick for
She has no body
ever.
fat, guys. None. And she gets sick forever, and she gets these high fevers, and it just doesn't go away. And she seems to carry it like twice, if not 3 times as long as everybody else. So that is freaking me out.
You should put them on some vitamins or
They take so much stuff.
vitamins. Yeah.
Yeah. So either way, I've really forgot what I was talking about before that because it kind of threw me off.
Flu, and you did flu swabs, and I
We
don't
were
know.
talking about our tattoos. Whatever. Welcome to Moms That Whine. We can never are ever going to be able to stay on track. Either way.
No.
So I was a little stressed about work tomorrow too. Not
just
just
play
that
by
with
ear.
the kids, but like that heap of madness right here has to go withstand about 40 times of glove putting on and taking off tomorrow.
I was like, how do I write? Like, I'm like, my writing right now looks like a third grader.
Yeah.
It's really
We really
bad.
didn't think this through, guys.
Right? Yeah, let's put this on your
On
writing
the right
hand.
right hand.
I'm like, yeah.
And I need my hands, like, on the daily. I
I'm
mean,
like,
everybody
yep,
needs
that's my
their hands.
signature
Everybody
today.
needs their hands. I literally put gloves on and off, and this is the hand that I draw blood with. Like, everything is done with this hand. Not that the blood draw part will be an issue, but definitely putting gloves on and off.
Yeah. It's gonna suck
I'm gonna
for
have
you.
to put something over it to get through tomorrow.
My daughter called me and mentioned me in a comment. Oh my god, what does she want? I'm scared.
Me too. Haley, you're scaring us.
Haley, I'm gonna feed, so you don't even have to leave the house. Okay, love you.
In the rain.
In the rain
Ugh, it's raining, guys.
again. It was so
And it's
nice the
cold.
last 2 days without rain.
And it's cold.
It is cold. It is cold. All right.
So, let us know what you think.
If you like them,
Do you like them?
if you don't, we don't really care. But
If you don't, just keep that shit to yourself.
I like them.
We like them. We got our word.
No.
Remember your word for the year. And we want to know your anxiety, your mom or parent, single parents out there, or any
Dads.
kind of parent, dads, moms. If you're a grandparent raising your grandkids, aunts or uncles raising kids, let us know what that chore that you just fucking can't stand. We want to hear from you and chat with you. Also, your thoughts on the texting versus phone calls.
It's a weird age.
And your bar name. We want to know if
I do want to know if you want to share your bar name with me.
You can.
I want to know what it is, but I definitely want to know
If you
how
have
many
one.
girls. Sorry, I'm going to limit this to girls because guys, why do you need
Guys
bar names?
don't
You
care about bar names.
No, they're like, oh my god,
girls have bar
girls
names.
have bar names.
Sorry, ladies.
Blew that spot up. Shit.
So,
So
comment on all of those things. Pick one.
pick them all. I don't care.
Converse with us, guys. Let's do this, and we will be back next Wednesday, the 14th at 5 o'clock. Bring your wine.
Bring your wine.
Love you.
Bye.